öncesinde bir tamam. Welcome grade 3 students. As you know that we just started to unit 9 and we repeated and we learned with you the vocabularies. I will start directly with the grammar part. And even in this case, I explained to you briefly, but now I will go on a little bit deeply. As you know that if I want to compare two things, two objects, two animals, etc., I use any adjective to compare it. But, for example, I have an adjective big. If I want to compare two things, I use ER then formula. When you look at the adjective big, you see big, bigger than. As I explained you before that if any word that has vowel and consonant, in this case, I double the consonant as you see here in the example and I write ER than. It becomes big, bigger than. Look at the word white. The white word has already vowel at the end. Therefore, I don't need to double E and make it wider than. No. Because I have already E here, I only put R and write then. It becomes wide, wider than. I have a long adjective. Because there is no one vowel and one consonant and not the word is ending only with vowel, I put directly ER and then and becomes longer than. As you see here in the examples, the cow is bigger than the monkey. I doubled the consonant and then write ER. I use the formula that you see at the top. My second example is the ocean is wider than the river. As you see here, I only put R and then complete the sentence. The Nile is longer than the Volga. Nile is the name of the river, and because I don't have any rules like consonant and vowel, I add directly ER then and finish my sentence. The Nile is longer than the Volga. Because I have only one cow, one ocean, and one Nile, I use the verb is only. I don't say the cow are bigger because I have only one cow and I wrote is. I have only one ocean and I compare ocean and a river, one ocean and one river, and I use is here. The same with the last sentence again. To give you more example like fat, because how was my example? As you remember that I have a vowel here and I have a consonant here. Because my rule says to me, if you have any adjective that ends in this situation, I double the consonant, like fatter, fatter than. Look at the word or adjective tall. Do I have any example? No. Therefore, I directly put ER and make it tall, taller than. Slow. As I explained to you that the word that ends with vowel and consonant, I have to double the consonant here. But slow, when you look at the pronunciation of slow, the word, the adjective ends with U sound, in vowel sound. Therefore, I don't double the consonant here because of the vowel sound at the end. I write directly ER then. I make it slower. Again, because the slow adjective ends with the U sound, I don't double the consonant at the end. I don't write double W. No, because of the U sound, I put ER and then make it and compare some things to some things that I have in my hand. Slower than. You know that we covered until this page and we are at the page 71. Let's listen to the phonic part together and please focus on the spelling.
Listening 83. Listen and point.
And, sand, pond, and, plant, tent, lamp, camp.
Listen and repeat.
And, sand, pond, and, plant, tent, lamp, camp.
Okay, as you see here, we have some words that ends with nd, nt, and m. I have here some words ends with nd, nt, and m. Look at my examples. Sand, pond, blonde, and land. Plant, tent, excellent, and important. Lamp, camp, jump, and bump. If we want to compare more than 3 things, we use the EST formula. How? For example, big, the biggest. Focus on here, please. I have the, and instead of ER, I put EST, the biggest. The biggest animal, the biggest country, etc. My adjective is tall. The, focus on here, tallest, EST. The tallest building, the tallest person, etc. When I want to ask a question, I write or I ask in this way. What is the, look at here, focus on this part. What is the, I use directly my formula in my sentence, in my question. What is the longest river in the world? In my answer, I use directly what I have in my question. The Nile is a river because it asks the river in the world, the longest. The Nile is the longest river. Focus on here, please. I have is in my question. I have the in my question, and I have longest and river. I don't change anything. I only, because the question asks to me the name of the river, I write it and I don't change anything from my question. The second question is, what is the biggest city in Iraq? Because it asks the biggest city in Iraq, I say Basra. I use the same structure. Is, I don't change it. Is the, I don't change it. Biggest, again, I don't change it. Basra is the biggest city in Iraq. Now it is a reading part. Please refer the book for the previous topics that I explained just now. Solve the questions from the book. And now let's learn the new words that we have in our book.
Listening 85. Listen and point.
Building. Country. Bridge. River. Old. Long. River. Long. Bridge. Old. Country. Building.
Listen and repeat.
Building. Country. Bridge. River. Old. Long.
Here, we don't need to listen to this part. Please read it at home and answer the questions. Now I would like to focus on this part, writing preparation, adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are used when we want to tell someone else how often we do something. As we learned before that, always is used for if you love to do something all the time, it means 100%. Sometimes you may love to do or you may not love to do the things in your life. We use sometimes. Never is used if you don't do anything in your life. You say never and it shows us 0%. Şimdi buraya örnek yazacağım ben. Sonra onu... As you see here in the examples, I always drink milk. It means I love drinking milk all the time in my life. He sometimes sleeps late. It means, imagine that we have one boy. During the school days, he sleeps early, but at the weekend, he sleeps late. It means he sometimes sleeps late. We use sometimes. I never play basketball. It means ever never in my life, I never play basketball. and we have listening part again. Please, before that, if you have any question, check the book and you can find more details.
Listening 88. Listen, read, and say. Number 1.
Excuse me, where's the cinema?
It's next to the museum.
Can you tell me the way to the museum, please?
Sure. Turn left at the post office.
Number 2.
Okay. Where's the post office?
Turn right, then go straight on. You can't miss it.
Great. Thanks.
If you want to ask to anyone to describe you or to tell you how to go to somewhere else, you say, can you tell me the way to, for example, Jalil Hayat Mosque? Here we have Mega Mall, and someone says to you, go straight on Mega Mall and then turn right from the traffic light and then again go straight on and you will see Jalil Hayat Mosque there. You can learn or you can explain in this way how to go somewhere else. As you see, this side is called right and this side is left, and straight on means go on directly, and these are the enough information to you know for now.